Are you new to That Was History? Do you catch yourself thinking, what exactly is That Was History? To sum it up into a few words, That Was History is all about history. The way it works is quite simple. We look around until we find a very interesting story to present to you guys for a particular day. We continue this process until we have 7 stories that we will present to you once a week. You can find a new episode from us every Friday. There are 3 primary goals that we hope you can achieve by watching our videos. The first one is we hope that you learned something new. Number 2 on our list is we hope that you have fun while watching our videos. And lastly, we hope that you are able to outsmart your elders. That last one is very key. It's muy importante. So now, do you understand what we're all about? Great. Well then, let's start the show. Hey guys, and welcome once again to That Was History. We have 7 more interesting stories for you this week, and I'm pretty sure this first one's going to reach out to your child side. I'm going to get close for a second and show you what I mean.
So your kids have probably asked you for one of these, or you might remember growing up asking your parents for one. If you're a guy, you're probably thinking I'm talking about the collective series of Matchbox cars, but we're actually going to be talking about the more famous Beanie Babies today. Time Warner, via their website on September 1st of 1999, announced the retirement of Beanie Babies, and there would no longer be a production of them as of December 31st of that year. In conjunction with this announcement, a small pint-sized bear by the name of The End was announced. Because there was so much consumer demand, Time Warner changed his mind, and thus Beanie Babies are in fact sold to the present day.
World War II was one of the largest events in history. Over 60 million people were killed in total, and many countries were left devastated afterwards. Eventually, America resorted to the one thing they had that would end the war quickly: the atom bomb. Finally terminating this war would be the formal surrender of Japan on September 2nd of 1945 in the wake of the American atomic attacks. This day would later become known as VJ Day, aka Victory in Japan Day.
So I'm sure you're all familiar with the Mafia. During their reign, crime was happening all over the place. No one felt safe and secure because even the police were being bought out. September 3rd of 1926 is a classic example of this. During his trial in Illinois, Harry Lefty Lewis was able to be acquitted despite evidence of his guilt. It is believed that jurors and witnesses were intimidated with death threats, convincing them to find him innocent. So put yourself in their shoes. Can your vote be bought out by the Mafia?
We all came to love and adore this man as we watched him on TV. He would go all over the world wrestling crocodiles and handling deadly snakes and jumping into other encounters. Yes, that's right, we're talking about Steve Irwin, famously known as the Crocodile Hunter. I'm sure we all envisioned him dying at the hands of a venomous snake or by the jaws of a giant croc, but his death on September 4th of 2006 would surprise us all. Steve Irwin was filming in Australia's Great Barrier Reef when a stingray's barb pierced his chest. How crazy is that? What are the chances? Since that day, there has never been anyone that came close to replacing this idol. I'd like to wrap this story up with a quote from Steve Irwin for all you fans out there. I'm going to be reading it word for word in order to maintain its integrity. I have a message for my fans. Whatever you do in this world, it is achievable. The most important thing that I've found that perhaps you could use is be passionate and enthusiastic in the direction that you choose in life, and you'll be a winner.
So today we all have our fancy iPhones, smartphones. They don't even require a wire or even a visible antenna. Well, this wasn't always the case. The post office on September 5th of 1959 would introduce a new direct dial payphone in the UK. This phone would not need a connection via an operator, nor would you have to pay for the call until afterwards. So just think, back then you had to be hooked up to a wire or via an operator to talk to someone across town or across the world. So the next time you're on your phone, don't think of it as a luxury, but think of it as a privilege.
We've all had them, those pesky rats. They get into everything. But what if you saw one that was 32 inches long? That's about from my waist to my head. On September 6th of 2009, a new species of rat was found in Papua New Guinea. Weighing in at 3.3 pounds, this makes it one of the largest in the world. Interestingly enough, it can only be found in the Mount Basavi crater. These rats are not afraid of humans and act just like city sewer rats, but they're much bigger. I'm talking about the size of a medium-sized dog. Now, if that doesn't freak you out, then you're pretty darn fearless.
All you sports fans out there probably take ESPN for granted today. You turn on the TV, flip through the channel, and get your daily sports report without even thinking about where it comes from. Today, it just seems normal to get fed enthusiastically and entertainingly your sports report. Well, if it wasn't for a father and son, this wouldn't even be possible. No one would know about ESPN or have a channel that's broadcasting just sports all day long. On September 7th of 1979, Scott Rasmussen and his father would make their debut on cable TV. This would make them readily available to viewers worldwide. So the next time you flip on the channel of the ESPN, think back to the beginnings and honor these two fellows.
Alright guys, that's going to wrap up this episode. We hope you enjoyed everything we had for you this week. Be sure to stay tuned for next Friday when we pay tribute to the fallen heroes of September 11th.
And also, subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Twitter and Facebook. And thanks again guys for watching us.